Hey folks, welcome back here to the VegasDon channel. We are here in sunny South Florida, at least sunny for the moment. You see some dark clouds there on the horizon, however, as we head over here to East Las Olas Boulevard. I wanted to bring you guys some of Las Olas Boulevard over here and show you why they call Fort Lauderdale the Venice of America. Back in the day, they had these engineers, Army Corps of Engineers, that came down here and dredged out all the swampland in here. Originally there was just a little dirt path along the way between the beach and what is now downtown where the Stranahan house is, and so they came down here and they dredged all of this to create all of these finger isles here on Las Olas Isles. Homes here on Las Olas Isles, very, very expensive. All of them have to be at least 7 digits. You're not going to find anything in here under at least 7 digits. But wanted to show you, this is Gordon Road right here, show you some of the homes and stuff in here. As we drive by some of the homes. So a lot of folks up north, again, they will come down here with a lot of money. And they have found homes that, you know, are kind of older or whatever. And they're like, no, I don't want that home. I'm going to go ahead and just buy the land and build my own. And so they do. They come in and they demolish the house. And they, hydrant flushing, it says there. Okay. Golf carts galore. And they demolish the house and build whatever they want for themselves. And they all do that. It's all kind of sad in a way because, you know, the folks that lived in these homes, all those memories are gone. Those homes are gone. But money trumps everything. That's the way it goes. Banana palm right there. Big banana palm out in front of that house. It's only a 2-car garage. Who wants that? Very jungly here along Las Olas. And if left unabated, that's how it typically is all over the place down here in Florida. It'll become very jungly. You can see this building here in front of us. It's very salmon pink-ish there. We're going to come back out here to Las Olas, make a left, and we'll go down to the next finger isle here on Las Olas. Again, nothing here under 7 digits. Las Olas Villas, unless it's one of these condos, and even those tend to be pretty pricey. But I want to show you guys some of the homes and stuff in here. I have got to get around the Corvette. There we go. All right. And again, a mix of older and newer homes along with the golf carts. People love their golf carts in Florida. And why not? I mean, they're electric, but to try and drive them on a major thoroughfare, that's a dicey proposition for sure. See, some of these homes are massive. Again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys being here. We do all things Vegas and wherever else we may go. Wherever we may roam. To quote Metallica. And this one here, this is, I remember, so I used to have a lunch truck here on South Florida. And I remember when they were building this back in the 90s, just ginormous. It took them forever to build that house back there. So it's right on the water. The New River, which is a major waterway here in Fort Lauderdale. Part of the reason they call it the Venice of America. But you don't see gondoliers and gondolas all over the place. There's some older rolls in that driveway. And you just don't see a lot of that. I mean, it's all boats. It's all boats and yachts. That's what you see down here. And you'll find once in a while someone out there in a kayak. which is kind of a dangerous proposition too because of the wake left behind. That's a nice looking house. Wow. Got lots of glass and stone there. Then people would be able to see inside as well. See all the boats lined up here. So we're going to go over here to Hendricks Isle, which has predominantly featured nothing but multifamily living, so condos and things of that nature. You find a lot of folks who rent out a room here, and there's in the marine industry somehow tangled in with the marine industry, and they may be part of a crew on a boat, on a yacht or something, and they may call this home. Speed limit in here is, I'm not sure, but these guys are flying. I'm gonna make this left here onto Hendricks Isle. And this building here on the left, I remember when they were building this as well back in the 90s. And it's like a townhouse type of situation, but you do have the water out back, so if you have a boat, it's perfect. And then you don't have the full expense of having to keep up with the house, although you do have a huge HOA, for sure. But, again, mixed in with a lot of the older homes and apartments. And you'll see there's a lot of cars on this street because there are a lot of multifamily units. Here on Hendricks, and there's a lot of slips, boat slips. No wake zone, 5 mile an hour idle speed, it says there. That's something you see in the water. Riding down here on two wheels, very, very dicey proposition for so many reasons. It's just so unsafe. And Florida does not require a helmet for anyone on a motorcycle, so that's kind of a big deal for a lot of folks. Of course, Nevada does require a helmet. And it's probably good we're coming down here during the day, not only so you guys can see it, but also because the parking at night is probably a nightmare. But you have a lot of different architectural styles all blended in together here. That's kind of what makes this so unique. And back in Fort Lauderdale's heyday, the spring break days and stuff like that, that's when some of the older ones were built. You see Casa Grande over here on the right, an older looking apartment building. But again, the Venice of America, and that's definitely an older looking apartment building right there. And all of these end up cul-de-sacing right here on some body of water, river or inlet of some sort. And again, we've had some storms in the area, but just passing through, really. It's really the heating of the day. And I can tell you, it's after some passing showers earlier, it is just downright miserable out there. Very, very humid and sticky. So, not the kind of thing you'd want to be going out and going for a jog in, unless you're into that sort of thing. But yeah, lots of big condos and townhouses here along Hendricks Isle. And the people that don't want to be seen, and then there you see the mildew on that awning and stuff. It's just a lot of mildew from all the water and all the rain all the time. And it stains so many things. It's really, really hard to keep up with a home and make sure that everything is sealed tightly and properly and all that. Agua Vista right here on the right. apartment for rent. There we go. But again, the major draw of these places that may not look like very much is that they're all waterfront. So if you have a boat, you just walk downstairs and head out to your boat, sitting out in your backyard. It's not really a backyard, but out on the dock. And then you can go wherever you want on your boat. So we're going to come back out here to Las Olas Boulevard, show you some more of Las Olas Isles. Again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys being here. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel, but we also do everything wherever else we go. I'm gonna make this left here. So I want to show you more of the homes here along Las Olas Isles. There you see a big sailboat. It's actually, it looks like a catamaran. It is a catamaran, Snapdragon, it's called. Isle of Venice, and this is Lido Drive here. Oh, so we come down Lido, and there, beautiful looking home. And again, these are all waterfront. Florida luxurious properties, the sign said there. 3-car garage. Oh my, and here we go with another iguana in the street. Turret style on that home there. And there are definitely areas with high crime in this town, in this part of Florida. I don't want to try and paint that it's all sun and fun like the movies do, because that's not realistic at all. But I wanted to show you guys the nicer parts. But there's definitely areas with high calls for service. There's one for lease. Wow, imagine what they're asking to rent that place. This lot right here, probably available, but I'm sure someone is holding on to it for investment purposes. And these that are at the end of the cul-de-sac usually tend to be the most prime real estate, simply because they have a lot of frontage on the water, so you can park your, mega yacht or whatever, again, out back. But even right here, I mean, that's a lot of frontage right there for a boat to dock. I mean, look at that yacht across the way there. They're parking their boat right out back. Car says it's 93 out there, but it is definitely feeling warmer than that. It looks like an albino palm tree, almost white. That's the other thing down here, landscaping. There's so many different types of vegetation that grow down here, and you'll see it all. That's a jacaranda tree right there, going under. But of course, lots of palm trees. And they say the palm trees are not native to Vegas, but you can't find anything definitive online about that. So when we drive around Vegas and see all the palm trees there, it's possible that someone may have brought them back in the day. Try and recreate Southern California, the feel of Southern California, the look, the feel of cotton. So this is San Marco Drive right here. More big, beautiful homes. I want to show you guys. Here we go on San Marco Drive here off of Las Olas Isles. And there's always construction of some sort, again, because someone rich from up north, they're seeking an older house there. Someone rich up north decides they're going to go ahead and buy a home down here. They don't like it, so they're just going to demolish it. They're just buying it because of the location, because of the fact that it's right on the water. And down here on Las Olas Isles, you have pretty easy ocean access if you want it for your boat. You don't have to go up and down the river nearly as far as the people that live upriver do, of course. So it's pretty easy just to head out into Port Everglades and go right out the inlet into the ocean there. But lots of construction you see here. Another one here on the right. And it looks like they've hurry up and get the construction workers hurry up and get the AC units installed early, and then they run ductwork in. It's not very pretty, but then they don't have to work in that terrible humidity. This is a beautiful house here at the end. And again, like I said, these ones at the end typically have the most frontage. They'll have the most waterfront property, so they can park their big 75-foot yacht back there, or whatever they've got. This one here on the left. Very nice. It's nice to be rich. Someone drew on-street parking there. There must be a battle over parking among the rich here. See some duct work there. That was what I was referencing, so that the workers have a little AC in there. Again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you being here. Also, check out Cinnamon and Jupiter, my wife's channel, here on YouTube. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos that you don't want to miss. As well as Vids from Mike, VidsFromMike. Does sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos in Vegas that are very cool, and you have to check out. But this is Las Olas Isles here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the Venice of America. These, okay, maybe the guy or girl, whoever owns this place is like an air balloon type of animal balloon type. I don't know what was going on there. But they have them sitting in their in the front. This looks like a little Jeep. Golf cart there. These guys love their golf carts. They're especially big in the retirement communities like Sun City Center on the other side of the state by Sarasota. But you also have the villages up in the central part of the state. Same thing. They love the golf carts. See some storm clouds out there over the water for the moment. This is Coral Way, not to be confused with the Coral Way that is in a major artery in Miami. Again, these are all dead-end streets, dead-ending down here at the water. There's an open lot waiting for someone to plop their dream home on it. Or at least one of their dream homes. The Venice of America. There's another one that's under construction right now. And back in the day, I would come down here with my little lunch truck and sell to the guys that were working on these homes, construction and all that. Way back in the 90s. Sell them some pizza or tuna subs. Premier Estate Properties. That one's for sale there. And some beautiful homes here at the end again. End of these finger islands. Look at that. They got a little fountain out front there. Can't do that in Vegas. Water district will come around and find you. And they've got a statue out in front of that one. Some sort of metalwork statue. And then this looks like an older type of home. Brick, white brick there. It's different. Oh, and here comes the golf cart again. Yeah, this is a huge home here. Guard dogs on property, they will attack, it says. All right. This one looks like it's either being built or renovated. Not quite sure. Styled up interior design, it says there. More golf cart. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram, VegasDon4747. We're here in the Venice of America on Las Olas Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. on the VegasDon channel. We do all things Vegas, but primarily we do Vegas. But when we go on out of town, we also do that as well. Bring you the best of whatever we find from wherever we're at. I mean, it's crazy how much construction goes on down here. There's so much money in South Florida, especially. All the rich folks up from up north, New York and Connecticut, etc. Strike it rich doing stocks or whatever it is they do. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this boat across the street. Simplicity is the name on the side. Simplicity. And it's for sale, guys. There's a phone number on the side. If you're in the market, Simplicity. And just by looking at the boat, it's an ironic name because it's anything but simple. You know how much work it would take to keep up with that thing? Josh, welcome. I know, Josh, right? I wish. This is Royal Palm Drive. Thank you for being here, Josh. Yeah, that yacht. Look at these things. These are ginormous. Just massive vessels. There's two more of them right over there. And that's, again, the draw for these folks. They come down and, you know, buy these lots, and if they don't like the home, they'll turn around. There's 3 stories on that thing. They'll turn around and demolish it. Like this property here, it looks a little bit older, a little bit dated, so they'll probably one day come down, swoop in, buy it. Demolish it, and then build whatever they want. To their liking. It's absolutely amazing. Lots of horseflies. There's horseflies or dragonflies. I was told that when they're bigger like that, they tend to be horseflies. But we don't have horses here on Las Olas Boulevard. And these homes, they stretch far back. I mean, the frontage on some of them is certainly very impressive, but then they stretch far back too. So the square footage, imagine their power bill every month. Florida died. Only for this week. Only for this week, brother. Yeah, they call this the Venice of America. There's another one that looks like it might be up for someone's wrecking ball. Someone's getting some AC work done there. Or pool work, correction. Yeah, I mean, you don't build yourself a house like this and then not have a pool. Nobody does that. As always, remember, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys being here. I know during the day, especially this time of day, it's just after 1 out west, where I'm sure most of my viewers are on this holiday, but wanted to bring you guys some scenes from down here. And is that an English telephone booth? So there's a house right there. Yes, she is. She's right here next to me. Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Yeah, so it's been good. It's just been rainy. That's the only part. And look at that. They have a British telephone booth.
It's like Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yeah, just sitting here. That's wild. And then on the other side of that fence there, a yacht called Cristobal. And then just, you know, a dumpy looking house. Waterfront though. And again, it'll probably hit someone's wrecking ball. You can see the sailboat masts behind a lot of these homes, like right there. All on the water. And fairly easy ocean access for anyone that wants it. Head over to the Bahamas, go fishing, do whatever comes to mind. You could just go up and down the Intracoastal Waterway. They do, right, Josh? This sounds incredible. Wow. I mean, we see some nice homes in Summerlin for sure. There's another little iguana. Or no, is that a gecko? Looks like a gecko.
Little baby.
Little baby, yeah. This one here. Goodness. That's huge. That's a lot of indoor airspace to cool down. Only a one-car garage. Oh, it's 3-car because there's 2 on the other side. This guy's got a, looks like a Challenger and a Corvette. Correction, no, a Ferrari in the garage there, as well as a Rolls SUV. I'm assuming it's a guy. It could be a girl. I don't know. This is nice. Corinthian columns there, right out in front of the front door. Big, tall. Look at how tall those doors are, too. It's wild. And the whole drive, it looks like some sort of pseudo marble kind of thing. Wow. And then there's this dump next door. When compared to looking at that one, wow.
Summerlin does have some nice houses that are somewhat comparable, but they're gated. They're not very easily accessible. But yeah, definitely, Josh, not like anything here.
Yeah. And that's a good point, too, is down where we're at right now, none of this is gated.
If you can believe it.
If you can believe it, yeah. These are all public streets. And they'll try, some of them, you know, they'll do, like they do in Vegas, some neighborhoods they'll put in gates, but, you know, they open for every car, so it's like, what's the point? But I guess it's meant to deter crime or something, I don't know. Something like that. Just, wow. And there's a grass and stone interlay for the driveway there. There's another one with the glass garage doors. Wow. Check that out. I don't know if that's real. It looks like ivy they have on those columns out front. Lifestyles of the rich for sure. There's another one. Wow. Goodness. And there's a little dump. Folks out here walking their dogs. Oh my goodness. Check that out. Wow. Yeah, some of these... I mean, imagine the cost to build your own home. And then people telling you, you know, well, it's going to cost this, it's going to cost that. I know, right, Josh? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, anybody can come in here. So, I mean,
is there an HOA?
I don't believe so.
Wow. Yeah, because you have those random. I hate to be rude, but dumpier looking houses.
Yes.
Next to these little mansions.
Check out the artwork there on that boat. Wow. That's cool. Our sons are in the back. They're like, you have been keeping us trapped back here. But we're gonna take them out to eat after this video, but we still have a couple more things to show you guys. And that, one of those is right here. 7 Isles Drive, and it's called 7 Isles Drive. I know, yeah, Josh, absolutely. They have a very vigorous code enforcement here in Fort Lauderdale. So check this out. Here's one with a guardhouse, and there's a guard in there, but they don't prevent you from coming in. They do monitor this neighborhood in here, so I'm sure there's probably some sort of HOA in here for 7 Isles Drive in order to pay for that security there. But again, all of this was built out of swampland. Army Corps of Engineers came in here and just dug all the sand and silt out, leaving nothing but water behind. What is My goodness. The square footage on that thing. So guys, you can also check out the map view on Redfin. Take a look at some of these homes and see the prices if you wish. I'd be depressed after seeing some of the prices. This guy's got his little, looks like a little 35, maybe 40 foot boat up out of the water there. That's a good thing too, because sitting in the water is not you can get barnacles and stuff like that on there. But they call this 7 Isles because there are 7 different finger isles. So we go over these little bridges here in between each of the finger isles. And just beautiful homes, my goodness. And Cinnamon is right. I mean, they probably do have homes like this in Summerlin. I just can't get in there to show them to you guys.
You were in Celine Dion's neighborhood.
Yes, that's true.
I wasn't there though. Did they look anything like this?
No.
Because she owns 3 pieces. She owns 3 properties next to each other.
Yeah.
Over in Lake Las Vegas.
All right, guys, there it is. What is this? 301. What's the name of this road? Is it 7 Isles Drive? Lots and lots of money. Yes, absolutely. 301 7 Isles Drive. Wow. We saw one earlier that was $13 million. We saw it on Redfin. I looked it up.
Yeah, 7 Isles Drive.
Okay. So 301. Oh, okay.
301 7 Isles Drive.
We'll have to look that up. Oh, okay. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Wow. 3-car garage. Oof. Yeah, just, you know, I just threw the keys probably on the front porch. The Rolls is out there.
that one's off market.
Oh, it is. Oh.
But it sold for about 5.3 million.
Goodness gracious. Wow. And look at this at the end of 7 Isles Drive right here. My goodness, this is all one property right here. Check this out. Now it's time to get really depressed. One person owns all this? This is like a little city in here.
What's the address?
The address here, 512.
512.
Wow. How many square feet is that?
It doesn't even say the square footage. It just says 17 million.
$17 million, guys. Oh my goodness. And look, it's like they have a little church in there with the stained glass right there. I don't know if it's a church or not, but with all that space, probably could be. Wow. And of course, waterfront. Imagine all the upkeep to keep up with all of these properties. Right, Josh? Massive. I mean, you see stuff like that and then these little dumpy homes next to them.
That's wild.
Yes.
It's so jungly.
Yes. It's very lush, very green, very tropical. Yeah, you really never need to water your lawn here unless, you know, I mean, they do have periods of drought. But all the water is supposed to go to Lake Okeechobee, which is the freshwater source here, northwest of Fort Lauderdale. But the water managers down here, sometimes they like to play little kid games and they will flush some of that water out into the ocean and then declare there's a drought. So it's a little counterproductive. This thing. Is this all one house too? What? It is. Oh my gosh. That's one house right there. I remember when I had my lunch truck and I came down here and I was like, one day I'm gonna own one of these. Yep, it hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yet.
It's called manifestation.
Manifestation. Here's one for sale. Okay, here, let's check this one out. 2421, I believe this is Aqua Vista? No, DeSoto. DeSoto Drive. DESOTA. Design, build, sell. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, they do, exactly. Yep. 3-car garages on every single one of them, Josh. So this one looks like coming soon. I don't. It looks like they hollowed it out and are starting, and they're adding new features inside. Maybe. This one's for sale here also. It's ocean access. Yep. Oh, it's a little dump. Lots of ocean access. There's another Spanish-style mini mansion. Goodness. So this is Barcelona Drive for anyone following along at home on your preferred map app. I'll take these lives and I'll chop them up and I'll put them on the channel for the future for folks that miss the lives. Yeah, so some of them are actually behind gates. One of those is directly in front of us. Look at this thing. 1, 2, 3 stories. And again, with the huge front doors. Wow. A pair of Porsches in the driveway. I think that was a ficus tree. Ficus trees are very, very unliked. Their root systems tend to dig into everything.
It had orchids growing on the front yard.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one here, Caradenas, I guess is the name of the folks that live here. 7 Isles HOA member. Okay. So they have to because of the security there. There you go, Josh. Wonder how much that thing is. You could just live aboard that. I mean, you don't need a house when you have that. Gosh. Just cruise across the ocean over to the Mediterranean. Hang out over there with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So Aqua Vista Boulevard right here. Make a right. And I guess this person loves living on Aqua Vista so much they named their yacht after it. See a barge down there too. Barges might be rebuilding the seawall. There's another waterfront lot available. Yep. And then again, that one right there on the right. They'll come in, they'll buy the lot, and they'll tear the house down and start all over. And they'll build something like this. It's wild. That's nice. Yeah, there's another hollowed out shell. Wow. This is just amazing. Again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We're here on the Finger Isles for Las Olas Isles in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I grew up down here, so try to bring you some of the knowledge and background I have living down here for 30 some odd years. Is he hungry?
He might be hungry.
Okay. And there's an older home whose days are numbered, I'm sure. Jeffrey. Yes. And then here's one behind. Good golly. Premier Estate Properties Ocean Access. This one is for sale too, guys. 2301 Aqua Vista. They have the Italian cypress trees out front with an attached, so there's an attached garage there. I don't know if that's a casita or not.
Oh my gosh. So this one's for sale. 22 million, 8,078 square feet, 7 beds, 7.5 baths.
$22 million, guys. Wow. $22 million. I mean, what kind of line of work do you have to be in to afford that? You have to be like a sports star or a...
Waste management.
Waste management, yeah. There you go. Those guys get good money. And there's a G-Class just sitting here in the street. Well, oh, because they're working on his house. He's like, I'll just park it halfway in the driveway. $22 million, 8,000 square feet. Wow.
Would you say Wayne Huizenga is like the Tony Hsieh of Fort Lauderdale?
Definitely.
I was just thinking of that.
Yes. Wayne Huizenga, before his passing, yeah, he owned Waste Management, and he owned Blockbuster Video, and then he also owned the Dolphins, as well as the Florida Marlins. And so, this one's got a really high hedge there. A G-Class, a Tesla, pair of Porsches, a Lamborghini SUV there. No big deal. And so he made a huge mark on South Florida history down here. His house was down here. We were there earlier in an earlier video. We weren't live for that one, but that was his house down here on the Finger Isles. This one's got 4-car garage. There you go, Josh. 2 on either side. The car's in the garage. Which one? Look at that gate. How much that gate alone? Oh, it's got a unicorn out front. Check that out.
Oh, wow.
A unicorn. I'm a unicorn. And he has his own little driveway there with his own little parking. That's amazing. With a little dumpy Boston Whaler there in the driveway. 4-car, yeah. Wow. That's incredible. And a unicorn, yes. I got it all. Oh my God. When you have that kind of money, I mean, you just sit around and think to yourself all day, what should I buy next? What should I, put in the garage next? Or what should I... Maybe a painting would look good somewhere on these walls in this 8,000 square foot house. Wow. And they do love the landscaping here because it helps shield them from people like us. But these gates are open. Of course, it's private property. I'm not going to go up there. But
This looks so grand.
It does. And it's right here on the Intracoastal Waterway. So the main waterway that goes up and down the spine of Florida, in between here and the barrier island where A1A is. And it's a huge, major waterway. And it's the one that'll carry you out to the ocean eventually, south of here. Whoops, there's a car behind me. Oh, it's security. Security. He's turning around. Just don't back into me, dude. Okay. There we go. I mean, just wow. No words. These homes are incredible. And then there's this. Tell our guests not to look at the neighbor's house. The trash that lives there next door. And again, you can't touch anything in here for less than 7 digits, all up and down Las Olas. Even those townhomes that we saw when we first started the video out over there off of Hendricks Isle, those are probably at least $1 million. And it's all about location. Again, when you have a boat, it's a big deal. You want to be close to your boat, and you want to be able to just run out to your backyard, jump on your boat. Looks like it's high tide right now. We got some kayakers out there on their way out to the Intracoastal. You do see them once in a while, kayakers, but there's so much boat traffic. Sometimes that boat traffic will capsize them. If they see them. I mean, imagine you're in an 80-foot yacht going up and down the waterway, and how are you going to see a kayaker? There's another one. Look at that wood, huge wood front doors there. Wow. And we're not showing you every single aisle in this video because that would take several hours, but yeah, I wanted to hit the big ones. The ones that I think are big ones. So much money down here. People have made it big in the stock market or something, and they come down here and they want to be able to tool around in the water on their boats. Like a seafoam kind of color there. Right, Josh? Wow. Wow. And then there's this in front of us. 1-car garage. What are you thinking?
Jeffrey says he's from Scotland.
Oh, Scotland. Nice. Hey, Jeffrey. Thanks for being here. Awesome. I was hoping we might get some European viewers being over here on the East Coast on this trip. Awesome. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go down here. This one I have a little history on Pelican. So back in the day when I had my lunch truck, looks like the storms are building offshore there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Only a 2-car garage though. There's some crotons. Cinnamon loves crotons, the plant there. So Pelican Isle. 3-car garage with a basketball hoop out front. How ghetto is that, huh? Why would it be out front? Put it in your backyard and have your own basketball court. Or, I mean, just build your own gym. If there's room back there in the backyard. Your own indoor gym, right? 136, yeah. Yeah, that 3-hour jump, man, it catches up with you. It doesn't seem like much, but it does catch up. And we won't get to see Spandex Nation tonight. Please check out Spandex Nation, as well as Josh's channel, Josh702. Throw him a like and subscribe. As well as Spandex Nation and Karina's channel as well. Josh, if you could drop the link for Karina's channel, I'd appreciate it, buddy. She always brings everyone Spandex Nation. I play the classic rock from the 80s. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Cinnamon. So this house right here, I think it's been redone. Nick Nolte used to own a home on this property. And when I had my lunch truck, he went riding his bicycle one day. And in doing so, I was backing up and I almost hit him. The actor Nick Nolte. I didn't know it was him, and I didn't know he lived here. I waited until he pedaled off, and then the guys that were working at the house next door over here came up to me, and they're like, "You realize who that was, right?" I'm like, no. Because he was in, like, sweatpants and a dingy-looking shirt. Looking homeless or something. I wanted to go for a little bike ride. Look at that second-floor deck or whatever that is out there. Wow. It's got a sink up there. It must be like the barbecue or something. That's incredible. Oh, here we go. Another one for sale. This thing is 3 stories. What's the address here? 4 Pelican Isle. Number 4. These guys in the golf cart, they're probably looking around for more properties to buy. Let's go buy some more properties, Bill. Sure. Let's go drive around and find us some more properties to buy. Wow. Again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you being here. Look at that driveway into the garages, surrounded by what looks like ivy or something. That's cool. Huh. You'd have to trim it once in a while. Or maybe a little more than that. Oh, nice, Jeffrey. Thank you. Very cool. This looks like some marble or stone or something facade right here on this house. That is wild. And some ginormous garage doors there. I wonder what they're parking in there. I want this golf cart to go by me. That's just wild. Some of these homes. There they go. Oh, he actually has a license plate on that thing, so I guess it's street legal. Also, check me out, VegasDon4747 on Instagram. This is much better than yesterday. Yesterday, we tried to do a live stream up and down A1A. It rained, like a very hard driving, tropical type of rain. And, yeah, that was a little disappointing, because that's a beautiful drive up and down A1A. But this is like a testament to humanity. And in some ways, not the best parts of humanity. Avarice being one of them, maybe. Because I'm not sure how a lot of these people got their money, of course. But back here on 7 Isles Drive. Yeah, right, Josh? These guys, they love their little golf carts, man, and it's all about their personal style, so they all go nuts trying to find a way to personalize their little golf carts. It's wild. I've seen a little Ferrari one. I've seen a little Porsche-looking one. And, you know, this whole area could sink into the ocean. That's what they're predicting, at least one day. 7 Isles HOA right there, but he's on patrol at the moment. Look at that, nothing but water right in front of us. All the big, huge boats out there. That guy's backyard right there. Wow. And here we go. I got my very first speeding ticket ever right here at this spot. Cop was right there at that gas station, at Marathon gas station. And I was doing 53 and a 35 down here. He pulled me over and gave me my very first traffic ticket. Not a very proud moment, but it used to be a Phillips 66 actually gas station, now Marathon. Looks like they're closed for the holiday. Chima Steakhouse, Salon and Spa, Premier Estate Properties. This is Riviera Isle Drive right here at this light. I know, yeah, I was young and dumb, Josh. I was flying along. I had some friends in the car. I had just gotten in the car, you know, brand new. Well, I mean, it was brand new to me, so I'm flying down, trying to get down to the beach. And yeah, very dumb decision. And this is the Las Olas Boulevard Bridge over the Intracoastal Waterway right here. We're gonna make a right here onto Poinciana Drive. Take a look at some of these, as well as the yachts that you can see over here at Bahia Mar across the street. So here you go. Gate closes after each vehicle. This area in here is known as Idlewild, with a Y in the wild part. And you just come up here and boop, drive through. Again, I think it's supposed to deter crime. I don't know.
But anyone can get in. You don't even live here. So what's the point?
Right. Exactly. Yep. So there's the bridge there. It does happen, yeah. And there's a barge. Probably, oh, it's working on the dock there. These guys here, looks like they're quitting time. There's just a, a random yacht. So you have all these huge mansions over here on the right. And their boats are across the street. There's a mermaid statue there. Must be nice, huh? Huge, massive homes with their yachts parked across the street. All sorts of different Florida-sounding road names in this area. There's another one with the turret style component in the house. And then, my gosh, look at this. Well, okay, well, not that. There's a a woman standing there, but it's a statue. Across the way over there, those yachts, they're much larger than what they look like from here, because we're across the way. That's the International Swimming Hall of Fame right there, with the huge diving platform you see there. That's been kind of a pride of Fort Lauderdale thing for a long time. And then look at this thing right up here. I can't read the name of it, but oh, now I'm blocked. There's another big beautiful home. I think it says Gallant Lady over there. Well, look at that thing. What is that? At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels on that ship, including the fly bridge up on the top and the decks down below, which is probably where the crew live. That's incredible. Oh, I got a car behind me. Dock for rent over here. And that's the other thing too. If you don't have a boat and you want to buy one of these homes, you can always rent your dock out, get a little income going, because there's always people looking for places to put their boats down here. Anywhere there's water. It is crazy, right? Syntax, C-I-N. So I wonder if that's like, I'm gonna let this guy pass by me. Like Cincinnati, maybe? I don't know, but syntax, like the stuff you put on, they put on cigarettes and alcohol. But that's spelled S-I-N, of course. Idle time. God, I mean, that's a house in itself. All of these. Look at that thing across the way. Wow. Radars.
Oh.
Yeah,
gosh.
they use radars to determine where they are, as well as some of them have fish finders to figure out what's going on underneath them, if they're fishing or something. Yeah, it's all navigation equipment to let them know where they are. And there's the water taxi out there. Bookends, that's the name of that yacht sitting out there in front of Bahia Mar. That's B-A-H-I-A, second word Mar. So Bahia, I believe, is bay in Spanish. Mar is sea. So you put those together in English, sea, or bay sea. But it sounds so much better in Spanish. All these big, beautiful yachts over there. And I wonder how often they actually get taken out. And here's a nice house right here. Gets overshadowed by all the big yachts out there. Huge banana palm. You have this balcony out here. You can come out here and stare at your boat. Out there on the water. Yeah, Bahia Mar, they're going through some sort of change in ownership, and the new owners want to come in and rebuild and build like a huge, massive complex or facility of some sort. And in doing so, they want to replace the basketball courts across the street on the beach with pickleball courts, and that has led to a lot of hand-wringing and charges of racism here in Fort Lauderdale. So who knows what'll happen there. This is the mouth of the new river right here and the Intracoastal Waterway. I don't think I would be eating anything out of there. Look at this place. Another massive property.
Oh, no.
And I think that's a ficus tree, but I'm not 100% certain. Right there. Another Spanish-style mini mansion. And for weather, yes, you're right, Josh. Absolutely, for the boats on the top, they do it for weather too. Yeah, they don't want to be sailing into a storm, choppy seas, and all that. There's another one. Wow. So you have a 2-car over there. Garage. You have another. Is that another? Yeah, it's another 2-car garage, and then what is that? An RV garage, maybe, for 2 of them. Wow. Who has 2 RVs? I can't afford one. Yeah, this is next level kind of stuff down here on Las Olas Isles, the Venice of America. Here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Oh, that's a dump. But all of these are waterfront, guys. It's all about location. The land that they sit upon. Oh my goodness. The name on that porta potty over there? Duty Calls. D-O-O-D-I-E. Wow. Someone named their business that. That's an unusual combination. Huh. Just sons are very excited about all the big homes. Duty calls, yes. It really is, Josh. Yeah, these guys, all the money. And look at this. Oh, this is a Lucid. So this is an e-car, electric car. I've seen a few of those out there, but I don't think they're in business anymore. And this guy is advertising something with a QR code on the front there. On his Cybertruck. Grau Orthopedics. Okay. Might as well. It's just absolutely wild. All the money down here. Guys, also please check out Cinnamon and Jupiter here on YouTube. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos. And even if those aren't your thing, if you could still like and subscribe, it would really mean a ton to us. Try and help grow her channel. As well as Josh702. Please check out Josh. Awesome dude with terrific content in Vegas. But I'm not going to tell you what that content is because I want you to go check out his channel. So we're going to head back up here to Las Olas Boulevard. It's almost 5 here, so we're going to probably head to find somewhere to eat. But before we do, we'll curve around south to the 17th Street Causeway. Down on the beach. Around the beach, I should say. And you will see the Atlantic Ocean from this view at our apex here on the Las Olas Boulevard Bridge over the Intracoastal Waterway. Again, that neighborhood in there is called Idlewild. And it is wild. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale Beach, the sign says there. Yeah, Jeffrey, absolutely. Yeah, I can't afford it. And there's the ocean up there. Being a kid coming down here on my bicycle, riding down to the beach to go look at all the pretty girls. Especially during the days of spring break back in the 80s. So State Road A1A right here. This is the road we tried to drive up and down yesterday, but the weather had other plans, but that's okay. That video is still up there. We just we did like an hour-and-a-half live stream. But this is A1A, which is alternate route 1A for US 1, which runs all the way from Miami all the way up to Canada. All right, so this used to be a Holiday Inn back in the day. Then they turned it into a parking lot. Now it is a park right here on the corner of Las Olas and A1A. And there is 7-Eleven we all used to hang out at when we were back in the days. We would go cruising the strip right here. And there's a live camera that's on YouTube facing north, looking at this on one of these buildings right here. Oh, thank you, Carl. I really appreciate that, T. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I hope I always wonder if I'm boring people about the stories. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There is the International Swimming Hall of Fame right there with the waves on the top of the building. Come up here to Southeast 5th Street, which has been renamed Levitt Drive, Hall of Fame Drive. And this is DC Alexander Park over here on the right. That used to just be side street parking back in the day. And then over here on the right is Bahia Mar, which we saw from the other side of the water. And the ocean's right over here off to our left. Oh, no problem. Thank you, T. I appreciate you, buddy. And these are the basketball courts here. This guy in the Benz just ran the red light. He just went right through it. He's like, I have so much money, I can just pay for the ticket. Those are the basketball courts they're talking about relocating. And then you have a huge marina over here. It says Marina Village. Welcome to Marina Village. All sorts of charter fishing boats and everything else over here on the right. I believe this is also the location of the Jungle Queen, which is a touring boat. It goes up and down the New River. And this is Harbor Drive. There used to be all these bars and stuff all up and down in here, and they've removed all of them. There's the B right in front of us, and if you look at it from this point of view, it kind of looks like a cruise ship coming at us. Back in the day, it was called the Yankee Clipper, for like a clipper ship. But it has always been a very popular spot, and now it is known as the Bee here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. Come up here to Holiday Drive along A1A, and I used to ride my bike all over the place down here. I was very fit in my teenage years with all the bike riding I did. And then you have Harbor Beach, the area known as Harbor Beach over here off to our left. Yeah, definitely, Josh. Those were back in the spring break days, the heyday spring break at Fort Lauderdale. But the city got to where they didn't want to deal with spring breakers anymore. They wanted to appeal to a higher crowd with more money, a more affluent crowd. So they did what they could to try and scare the spring breakers off. Some of them still come down here once in a while, but it's nothing like it used to be back in the 80s. I mean, they had, like, you know, wet t-shirt contests and all sorts of that, you know, that sort of thing going on all over the place down here. And I don't think there's any of that anymore. I know, right, T? Absolutely. Yes. And that's another one with it has a guardhouse and it has a gate, but you can drive right in there. Off to our right there. And over on the right here we have Pier 66, which has been an icon here in Fort Lauderdale for a long time. It just underwent a huge renovation. And this is it right here. I was trying to see if I could get close enough to get you a better view beyond the trees there. But that is Pier 66 right there. And then they built these additional hotel rooms over here in those buildings. Bridge opens on the hour and half hour. So it creates quite a jam, especially because this is the Intracoastal Waterway we're going over again, and it creates quite a jam here for traffic, car traffic. And there's Port Everglades out there off to the left. A lot of folks fly into Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport here, and they'll take a bus right over here to the port and cruise on out from their cruise ship into the Caribbean. This is Eisenhower Boulevard right here. The Broward County Convention Center is right there. It is definitely dwarfed in size by the one in Vegas at 4.6 million square feet. The one in Vegas, that is. Bimini Boatyard over here on the right. That's been a long time mainstay restaurant, bar here in Fort Lauderdale. And Southeast 15th Avenue now. Harbor Shops on both sides. Right in here. And Southport Shopping Center. On the left is an Embassy Suites, which was featured in the 1987 film, I believe, Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise. It was the hotel where the Alpha Betas stayed, if you're familiar with that movie. Oh, nice, T, yeah. Yeah, it's a very popular jumping spot for a lot of cruises. A lot of folks that come out here, in addition to Miami, of course, but there's a lot of traffic in and out here for Fort Lauderdale. And we're gonna come up here and see how bad the traffic is here. I'm gonna go ahead and get over. And I believe this is Miami Road here. Yep. So there used to be a traffic light here, but oh wow, that was fast. $2.93 a gallon for gas right here for regular unleaded. That's wild. Harbordale is the name of this neighborhood in here. Love the Nerds, yes. Yes, I grew up watching those guys, man. And I remember when they were filming down here. A lot of that film was filmed here in Fort Lauderdale. Hyatt Place over here off to the left. This is known as Miami Road. It was originally one of the first roads, said to be one of the first roads between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Miami is cheap gas, right? Absolutely. Miami's about 30 miles south of here. Yeah, I love those movies. That was when they made movies. It's like they forgot how to make movies now. They've run out of ideas or something. I don't know. But clouds are starting to gel a little bit better here. Here is Miami 2100, this is called. Leasing now, 3 3s. In here on Miami Road. (22nd Street). And a lot of this has changed. Right over here is Port Everglades. You see the huge tankers, the huge tanks, I should say, for the gas fuel distribution. The tankers bring it into Port Everglades and then, of course, put it in there, and then it gets pumped onto a truck and distributed all over the place. You used to be able to go in here to Port Everglades. However, since 9/11, we're not allowed to do that anymore. So this is US 1 right here, Federal Highway. Guys, I want to thank you all so very, very much for being here. We really appreciate you and love you. Thank you for all of your help and support. Also, please check out Cinnamon and Jupiter, Josh702, as well as Vids from Mike, VidsFromMike. We really, really grateful for all of you. We will be doing more lives, so hit that notification bell so that you are aware of all the new live streams coming up. And we're so grateful for you guys. As always, remember here on the VegasDon channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas and in America. Stay right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you so much, you guys.